Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. One video I got requested by one of the viewers to make was the craziest things I found in records. Now, I doing the math, I've probably bought close to 1 million records over the past 10 years, and I've found some crazy stuff. What's normal to find in record sleeves are things like, you'll find letters, you'll find sometimes like birthday cards, sometimes you'll find photographs, a lot of times you'll find leaves and seeds and strange papers. That's very common to find in records. Happens all the time. Most commonly, notes. Notes is something that you find a lot of. A lot of times people will do drawings and stuff like that. So that's common stuff. So I won't mention any of that stuff just because so much. I did have one collection I bought a few years ago. This gentleman had passed away, and his wife was just telling me all about how great of a guy he was, and how much they loved each other, and they'd been married for 40-something years. And when I got his collection, inside, like, a lot of the records were notes from his mistress. That was so that was kind of a strange one. But I'm going to show you some pictures of 5 of some of the most different things I've found in records. This is within the past year or two. Recent stuff. So I started posting on my Instagram account. Every time I find something really weird in a record, I'll post on my Instagram account. People usually get a kick out of that. So probably I guess I'll do this in order. People like when I do it in order. Number 5 would be a couple years ago, I found a buffalo nickel in a record. It was cool. I pulled it out. I was like, oh, there's a nickel in here, and it was a buffalo nickel. So that was pretty cool to find something that cool in there. I've also seen a lot of people find cash in records. I've seen people find like hundreds of dollars in records. I've only ever found like change. I think I found $1 like once. A lot of times people would hide money in records. And so hopefully I'll find one with some big bucks in it. That'd be nice. Also, let's see, number 4 would probably be time. This was a couple years ago. I found someone's car key. It's a key to a Saab inside a record, and I actually called the guy and I said, hey, there's a key to a Saab in this record, and he's like, I don't have any idea where that came from. So he was a DJ, and he picked up records all over the place, and that's where I got it from. So that was kind of a funny one. Don't know why that would end up in there. And obviously, like, if you got a car key in there, it's probably going to do some damage to the record. There's a lot of wear in that area, so I don't even think I could use that one. But that happened once. Another one, I would go number 3, would be the time I found a South Carolina license plate inside of a Marshall Tucker Band Carolina Dreams record. This one, someone from South Carolina sold me their record collection. And obviously, that's Marshall Tucker Band territory. And it was this type of thing where I was flipping through and I bought the whole thing. And I didn't look inside that particular record, but when I got it home and saw that license plate, I was like, wow. And so that license plate is actually hanging up in the shop. If you ever go to the listening station, it's hanging up over the listening station in the shop. Number 2 would have to be the check fraud incident. So probably 6 months ago, I bought some records, and in one of the Jerry Jeff Walker records, I felt like a big lump, and I pulled it out, emptied the whole thing out, and there was all these checks. There's a checkbook. There's all these checks, and you could tell like they had cut out all these different numbers. I don't know what they were doing. It's definitely some funny business. But they had cut out and rearranged all the numbers on the routing number and account number on the bottom of these checks. I don't know what exactly was going on there, but when I saw it, I was like, ooh, somebody's doing some fishy business. And number 1, I have mentioned this in another video before, would be the time that I found that military device. Basically what happened was my wife was actually going through a box of 45s that we got, and she pulled, and she kind of looked like she saw a ghost. She's like, Dylan, get over here. This is when we first opened the shop, and I ran over there and looked, and there it was in the bottom. She's like, I don't want to touch it. This could be a bomb. And I was like, it's not a bomb. And reached down there and grabbed it, and it definitely looked military. I didn't know what it was. But I did some research on like the lettering and stuff that was on it. Basically, I think it said it was like a Air Force distress strobe that was around in the Cold War. So basically, you know, it didn't work anymore, but it was a strobe light. Basically, I guess if someone got into trouble, they could turn that on. It'd be like a flare, but it was a distress strobe, I think. Now, I know that some people are going to see this video and they're like, I know exactly what that is. That's a T1-84962, and that's great. But to us, it was an interesting thing to find a box of records. Found a lot of things. I did have one time, I bought a collection from a guy, and he had the combination to his safe in one of the records, and so we had to go through every record, and it was like 2,000 or 3,000 records. We had to go through every single record to find it. And I think we had gone through like a couple thousand before we found the combination to a safe. He said he didn't know which one he put it in. It was on a sheet of paper. That was kind of crazy. So, and there's a lot of records I've bought that have been like big band or whatever that I just kind of throw in the dollar bin. I don't know what could have been in those. There's no telling. So this is just kind of a fun, quick video. Anything that you guys have found in records that you think is funny, put in the comments. I've heard some crazy things. I've seen some crazy things. But yeah, shoot me a comment of some of the craziest things that you found in records. And again, we're just going to keep it up, trying to do a video every single day in December. If you have any suggestions, email them to me, Noblerecordstore@gmail.com. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram, where we post about finding weird stuff from records all the time. Thanks for always watching, subscribing, viewing. We'll see y'all next time.